Hi guys, Fariko Vtec back here, and today we've got another voiceover for you. A little bit about the gameplay. It's a 21 for 5 capture the flag game. I don't do too badly. I get stealth chopper and Vsat. I think I get it twice within the game actually, and I think it's either 3 or 4 flag captures. So it's alright, but what I want to talk about today is score streaks, really. A lot of the time, if you see my gameplays, I do use Vsat quite often. When I first started using Vsat, I started using hardwired, because if someone calls in a counter UAV score streak, basically it knocks your Vsat out, so you've got a wasted score streak then. So if you can use perk 2 hardwired, it stops people calling in, well, it doesn't stop them calling a counter UAV, I should say. It just helps if they do, because you're immune to that, and you can still see your Vsat and other bits and bobs. But what I tend to try do is I try run counter UAV Vsat in one of my higher streaks, but only when I'm not recording. Those type of gameplays I usually, like this one, I usually voice over. I don't have the best KD, and it is a bit of a struggle for me to get decent gameplays for you guys, if I'm honest. But I'm getting there. My KD's gone up. When I first started, before I fresh started, reset all my stats, people would say. Before I did that, my KD was 0.57 on Prestige 6, I think it was. And by the time I got to Prestige 6 on this run, it was 0.69. So from going round it again, I've picked up a lot. I've learnt a lot about the game, watching other YouTubers and stuff like that. Vsat's pretty good. Counter UAV, that's also good, because if someone calls in a Vsat, you call your counter UAV, and as long as no one on the team's using hardwired, they've wasted a score streak. They don't know where you are. If you're using your Vsat and you've got hardwired and they do the same to you, you can counteract it and also get the extra kills that you need. So it's not too bad. If you're using Vsat and counter UAVs, I only really use hardwired, lightweight for my perk 1s, running wildcard perk 1 green, I believe it is, and scavenger. I do, and I will start going back to my old class setups once I've learnt about everything and got my calling cards for all the stuff and that lot. Because when I first started out, I found the PDW to be quite handy, but then I started using overkill. I used like an assault rifle for longer range distances out in the open, and then when I'm inside, like now, I use either a submachine gun or a shotgun. Shotguns are, in my eyes, overpowered on this game. That was so close then to dying, but a cheeky little flag carry kill, and then I'm back on my way for my next stealth chopper later on at the start of the next half. So that's not too bad, that game, I suppose. Anyway, I don't know what you guys want me to speak about. Silencers are good when you use Ghost, because you can run around and you can stay out of trouble using a silencer, and especially if you're inside, a silencer is very handy, I've found. You can pick a couple of people off before anybody finds out where you are. So what's happening here? No, we're playing again. So my PC's still got a slow memory, well, small memory. My mate Rai, he knows who he is and he watches my videos. I'm very grateful that he's lent me a couple of DDR RAM memory sticks. But sometimes the playback of my games on my PC jump and judder and freeze and stuff, so I find it hard to commentate for the gameplay because I can't. It's like now the gameplay's frozen. There's smoke on the screen and stuff like that, so I can't really see what's happening there. We're at 4 minutes 52 and now it's jumped to 5 minutes 14, you see, so now I've lost almost a minute of view there, so I couldn't, I wouldn't have been able to talk about the commentary. So these voiceovers, I'm just going to start doing stuff like Drifter does. If you watch anybody called Drifter on YouTube, he does stuff like in depth, talks about what things are for, how to use them, like radiuses of the damage that C4 will do. If you stand within so many feet, it'll kill you. If you don't, it won't, and stuff like that. So I'm going to start doing that, I think, for my next gameplays, rather than try commentate on the gameplays, because I might say I'm coming around this corner now like I am on my frozen screen, and I might be getting killed somewhere else. So it's a bit of a struggle. But we're coming up to the end now. I've been recording for 6 minutes and the game's 7 minutes and 20 seconds, so I don't know, guys. If you want me to cover anything in particular, I can set up a class and I'll cover those areas specific to your requests. But if you like the video, guys, the gameplay that is, click the like button, subscribe if you like. It'd help me out a lot, because I know who I'm talking to, and because sometimes, as you can imagine, you feel like you're sat here talking to yourself, and you get family members thinking, oh, he's talking to himself. The poor guy's going nuts. I'll be going to a nut house soon talking to myself. But if we can, everyone clicks the like button and subscribes, guys, it'd be much appreciated, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers, guys.